It's been a topic long discussed when it comes to the royal couple, but is it happening? And why do some think we're close to seeing these two divorce? So, what about that missing ring? Here's the thing, it's kind of weird for people to speculate about the meaning of a photo that so many people have been obsessed with exposing as a fake. Like, it's weird to me that some of the people who have actually come out to point out that the photo is clearly fabricated, or at least heavily altered in some way, have then also turned around to try and use it as evidence that Kate and William are getting divorced. I'm sorry. What? I know people are obsessed with the royals to the level that they'd rather spend hours theorizing about their lives than take a few moments to look in the mirror or wonder what this obsession says about themselves, but even with that knowledge, I'm still reeling over this one. So, in the famed fake Mother's Day Instagram post, here is what is happening. In terms of it being used as evidence in a different sort of way than I would have initially suspected. Kate is, in the photo, not wearing her wedding ring. What does it mean? Everyone knows that if you have a wedding ring, it can never leave your finger. If it ever leaves your finger, it means you're definitely getting divorced. Especially if a photo of you, heavily photoshopped or not, was posted to Instagram where you're not wearing it. The travesty. This isn't the first time that Kate has ditched the ring. Obviously, this one taking place in a photograph that many experts have proven has been heavily edited or is just straight up AI, doesn't really lend to credibility in terms of it being usable as evidence. But we're gonna talk about this next one. I mean, if that photo was AI, then the point becomes also completely moot. But out in the real world, where we've seen Kate at events, she has also been known to not wear her ring. Why is she not wearing her ring? And this has been something that has been going on apparently for years. So, is it just that Kate sometimes, I don't know, likes to take her ring off because wearing a ring all the time is like a lot? Personal preference perhaps? Or is it a sign that the couple are headed towards divorce? If so, they may have been headed that way since 2017 when Kate was seen without her ring at consecutive events. Some have also cited the affairs of Prince William as the reason for the impending soon-to-be divorce. Some claim Kate is actually boycotting her royal duties and not appearing in public because she caught William amidst multiple affairs at once with multiple women. Infidelity is then cited as being an early warning sign that this divorce would be coming our way eventually. And perhaps the time is nigh because, you know, it's gotten worse. Although that's more speculative than anything in regards to Prince William having multiple potential affairs currently. Even the original scandal, while highly suspicious and confirmed by insiders, like many cheating scandals with the royals, was still speculative. I mean, even if we just point blank knew it happened, they'd probably still be like, never happened. Often actions speak louder than words. And while Prince William's potential affair has never been confirmed, and likely never will be confirmed, let's face it, even if there was a mountain of evidence, there are some other cues to suggest that all is not well in the marriage between him and Kate. When the two were seen together at a wedding last summer in 2023, Kate decided to spend a little longer talking to the bride than her husband, the prince, deemed acceptable. He went over and basically gestured for her to move on, a little bit rudely, some were saying, while she was in the midst of a conversation, and her response was also quite telling. How did Kate respond to this? She simply ignored him. She kissed a girl, but did she like it? Hard to say. Some have theorized that the divorce is impending because Kate is actually gay and has been MIA because she eloped and is off on a yacht right now, running away with her lesbian lover. I think that might be a stretch in terms of explaining her honestly already explained absence. After all, the royals did say she wouldn't be active as a royal until after Easter, which, while quickly approaching, has not passed yet, but I gotta say, I like how creative this theory is, and there's even some proof to back it up. A schoolmate of Kate's, Jessica Hay, did claim that she did indeed kiss Kate, although the two young women were more practicing their kissing skills for boys apparently, as sometimes girls do, but it did get quite heated for a moment there. Her schoolmate also claimed that Kate never really did show interest in girls, or boys actually for that matter, while at school, but she always apparently had a crush on Prince William. Okay, Jessica. If Kate is gay, and right now that is likely a big if to be fair, then could it be possible that she is the one cheating? And that is in part what is ending her relationship with the prince and will lead them to divorce. I believe, honestly, this could be possible based on the fact I feel like we're kind of overdue for a royal to be revealed as queer, and the fact that I think Rose Hanbury, who was dismissed from the castle after allegedly having an affair with the prince while also being being close friends with Kate could have instead been let go because she was having an affair with not William, but instead with Kate. The recent coronation was another moment when it seemed as though true feelings between this couple were exposed. For one thing, the whole family supposedly arrived late, and when they did get there, people complained that they looked flustered. However, if they were flustered because they were late, that also makes sense as an alternative explanation. Many people went over to Twitter though to share photos of the couple and family ascending the stairs at Westminster Abbey and commenting on how miserable they all looked. For some, this is another instance where they feel the sham of the royal couple's happy family life is being revealed. Could also be that they were late and it was raining, but who's to say? Back to the ring one more time. So while the absence of it in the Instagram post feels somewhat less off to me when you consider the photo is likely not even completely real or possibly is entirely fake, to others, it makes things actually worse somehow. Some have said the fact that the photo was deliberately tampered with, likely heavily edited, and yet the ring was not added back in is more of a statement than if it had just been organically missing in the first place, and this had been more of a raw photo. After all, if you are going to edit or revise a photo that much, why not just add the ring in post? With the amount of editing that experts are saying was likely done here, it actually seems more odd that Kate or William or whoever was really behind the post chose to leave it out. And if this was a deliberate choice made by Kate herself, that also seems fairly telling as to where her mind is at. Or she just doesn't like to wear rings. I don't know. Proof of rebellion. Could this be a reason for or proof of the fact that Kate Middleton and Prince William are getting divorced? There are many online who say that Kate not being in the public eye right now and abstaining from her duties as a royal is a specific choice she is actually making to symbolize her rebellion against the system and against the crown, a system which she is fed up with and is simply waiting in the wings to expose. So here's the thing. Other than her absence, we don't have a lot of evidence to really point to this. And based on what we do know, or rather think we know, of Kate's personality, it also seems highly unlikely. Not just that Kate would be rebelling against the royals, a family and system she actually chose to marry into and may have idolized for a long time if we're to believe what is said about young Kate fawning over Prince William, I'm looking at you, Jessica, but also in regards to the idea of her rebelling and abstaining from duties as a sign of her getting divorced. Kate seems to be more of a go with the flow type who at one point, when asked who she was by a child at an event, actually answered that she was William's wife. I think that response very much sums up how Kate sees herself, or at the very least sees her role. It's weird also that someone would be like, who are you? And you'd be like, I'm married to that guy. That's who I am. I think that tells you that she kind of knows where she's at. Still, some see a seething fury in Kate Middleton that is bubbling just beneath the surface when they look at her. Another telling time that people refer to in regards to the tension between the couple comes from 2017, when they were at Queen Elizabeth II's birthday. During this royal celebration, the two did not look particularly comfortable or happy apparently. In fact, Kate looked downright furious, with some having claimed, including body language experts, that the entire time she just seemed to be like seething and really mad at William, who didn't really have a lot of anger but just seemed like he was like, oh, this is really awkward. That's about it. We'll see you next time. Proof of rebellion. Could this be a reason for proof of rebellion?